Stop running away. Stop living your life in fear. It's time to take control of your life. It's time to stop saying, I can't do it, whether it's because you're sick or because somebody told you couldn't. It is time to stand up, rise out of the shadows and say, I can, and I will go forward. I will go get what I want out of life. And I will stop apologizing. I will stop assuming that I am going to fail. I am going to stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Stop thinking that they think the worst of you, because most of the time they don't even think of you at all. Stop thinking that everything hinges on their opinion, because it does not. You can control your life. You have more say and more power in your life than you think that you do. Every day you make a choice. Am I going to start choosing things that make me happy? Am I going to start choosing things that are good for me physically? Am I going to start doing things that are good for my mind and my spirit? Am I going to start trusting God and His absolute power in my life to change, to grow? He does not want you to be afraid. Over and over and over in Scripture, we are told not to be afraid. Yet, every single day, we live in fear. Stop and think for a moment about all the decisions you've made in your life out of fear. Who are you working with? Who are you married to? Who are your friends? Where do you live? How do you explore this world? Is it because you chose to be fearless, or did you make decisions based off of fear? Did you decide, hey, I really want to be here because I know I'm meant to be here? Or are you where you are at this present moment because you chose to live in fear? You chose to listen to those voices in your head that said, don't be noticed. Don't be seen. You can't go for that dream. It's not possible for you. It's possible for those other special people, but you're not special. You're not powerful. You're not capable. That is a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. I have for years believed I couldn't do things because I believed that lie. I told myself, don't be seen. Don't be noticed. Then you won't be criticized. Then people won't be hard on you. Well, no more. No more. We don't need to worry about that. That is not the point of life. Life is not about being overlooked and hiding who you really are. It is not about making the safe choices. It's about pursuing with every fiber of your being what it is that you were called to do in this life, and being okay if that changes. Who I am today was not who I was last year. Who I was last year was not who I was 10 years ago. We are constantly changing. If you do not allow God to change you, then you die. You die in your spirit and you die in your mind. I wish with every fiber of my being that I knew then what I know now. That is why I am telling you this. Stop living afraid. Stop believing that you have been singled out as different from everybody else. You have not been singled out as different from everybody else. You are exactly the same as your peers. It depends on how you use what you've been given. It does not matter where you grew up. It does not matter if you're a male or female. It does not matter how you see anything other than yourself. If you see yourself as a smart, charismatic person, and you enact that in your life and choose to live that way every day, your life is going to change. If you see yourself as weak and pathetic, you're going to live your life weak and pathetic. You have to change the way you see yourself. This channel is devoted to people who are sick. I have so many diseases that solicit the length of my arm. However, I have got to stop seeing myself as being sick, but as Brittany, a courageous, determined woman who is sick. First, my identity must be who I really am, who God is in me, and then the sickness. I cannot deny it. I cannot push it in the corner. Believe me, my body won't let me. But if I can choose to change my mind and my heart, and I can choose to live my life fearlessly, that is what I'm calling you to do, and that is what I'm calling myself to do. I don't live it out perfectly, but I want you to hear me when I say we were not born to fear, we were born to be set free.